Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. Oh, Eric, is it getting hot in here or is it just me?
I think it's getting hot in here, my friend.
I think it is. As always, this is Spring Fever. I am XFL Jim. That is Eric, a.k.a. Uncle Rico. And we are brought to you by Royal Retros. Make sure you use the promo code Spring Fever. One word, all caps, for 10% off everything in store. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description. Get in on that. Eric, it's a pretty straightforward week this week. We got USFL, we got CFL. I will check throughout the show if we got X League. I don't remember if we're on an off week or an on week. But we got straight football. There's no real breaking news. We kind of covered the XFL staff firing a little bit, the whole marketing and a lot of people from the Vipers getting let go. I think it's probably fine, but we don't know.
So
we only talked about it because like the sales department and the marketing was like one of the weakest parts of the XFL this year.
I know, but like I watched the gymnasium when you and Chase were talking about it, and I just wanted to add that they were fighting a no-win battle with what their stadium situation. That's basically what I'm going to say.
I mean, you can still have a tailgate atmosphere. You can still have a tailgate atmosphere. You can do something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like
I feel like as soon as they kind of like found out that, we're going to struggle to find a stadium, they kind of just gave up on Vegas, which, you know what, that's fair.
Do they move?
I don't think so.
I think you want the Vegas market too. Now, could you gamble on that game in Vegas?
Yeah. I think Chase and I both did. We took the Defenders.
Dude, look at you,
yeah.
Dude.
I think it's only like these newer markets that are new to sports betting that don't let you bet on like local teams. I know that's what Nebraska's going to do. You can't bet on Nebraska when they're playing in Nebraska. Only when they're playing in Nebraska.
Michigan lets you bet wherever, whenever. Like they're like the Shakira, whenever, wherever. But Illinois, you cannot bet on the college teams.
Iowa's like that too. Iowa, you can't bet on either Iowa team. Rutgers too. In New Jersey, you can't bet on Rutgers.
That's weird.
It's very weird. I wonder if Nebraska, I know they're doing some like professional volleyball league in Omaha. I wonder if they're going to let you bet on that.
Go in there. God damn it, you little fuckers.
Hey, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. But we have USFL to talk about. We have CFL to talk about. Let's start with a little quick recap of week 8 of the USFL. Hey, Eric, I was talking about this with Chase. Is it crazy that the USFL is already on its last 2 weeks?
I feel it kind of has blown by.
It flew by.
I also feel though that it kind of got lost in the mix a little bit. If that makes sense, like
not for me, but Eric is more of a I like how this is why this dichotomy of the show works so well, in my opinion. Is I'm like the fanatic, I'm like the spring football, alternative football crack addict that can't get enough. And Eric is more of you're just a general sports betting lover.
Yeah.
And so you bring a little bit of an outside perspective. So to you and to maybe the general public at large, got a little lost in the sauce with some other things going on.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if the marketing department was a little bit better, maybe I would have known.
I do think they've done a better job this year. But I
mean, when it's like I tell a kid I coach, like if you play so shitty, you can only go up.
It's fair. Year 1 for the USFL marketing, not great. I'm intrigued to see how much better they can market the championship game, because it was awesome. The atmosphere was awesome when I went last year. But the city around did not get that a lot of play. But with the whole league playing in Canton all year, you got to think that they're marketing that better.
Oh, a whole bunch better.
Especially if by like an outside shot, we'll know after this week really. If an outside shot, if either the Maulers or the Generals get in because they're the quote unquote home team.
Yeah, the Maulers or Generals get in, that'd be freaking awesome. I'm gonna say this though. it's not hard. Like the Tigers do this. The Tigers and the Red Wings have the same person that does this. They have this like 20-some-year-old girl, and she just sets up a little TikTok account and films the players coming in,
Dude,
and taking pictures. Like it's just like little things like that, which you could easily do, which would help everybody out. I don't
the
know.
XFL was so good at it in 2020. I don't know what's changed for both of these leagues. They kind of they had the perfect example set before them. And I talked about it with Chase, like the XFL seems a little bit more corporate this year. Not the biggest fan of that, but it is what it is. USFL, I think they're just playing everything as safe as possible and not trying to like go out and do.
But Chase made
like
a point about how it's like partnered with Walt Disney now.
XFL, yes. XFL, yeah.
When you're with Walt Disney, you got to make sure you walk a line. You know what I mean? Because they are very, very, very corporate. So as much as I like the days of like them chugging beer and everything on the sidelines, because of the ties to Walt Disney, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I know. I can dream. A man can dream. I'll chug all the beer and all the seltzer for you. Just get a seltzer sponsorship again. I'm tired of not drinking seltzer. I'm tired. But Eric, it's time to do the recap. Game 1, we had the Gamblers versus the Maulers. The Gambies won it 20-19. The Maulers are in a precarious situation now. Also, just as a broad statement, there's only one team in the North now that can actually have a positive record.
It's so bad. And I love it.
So there's that. Maulers' offense improving, but not at a pace that you would want. Gamblers just keep trudging along. They keep doing it.
Is this a team that we have to think about investing a future in?
Dude, it's so tough. So this is crazy that we're already into week 9 and now we're finally just getting playoff scenarios. There's actually only one team from the South that can lock up a playoff spot this week. I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, there's only one team in the South that can lock up a playoff spot, and that's the Stallions. Every other team is going into week 9, week 10 with playoff aspirations. So it's
now real quick.
It's potential. I'd want to see what the number is, but there's potential there.
Real quick. Tangent thought. So Skip Holtz has come into this. If he wins another title this year, do we think we see him make a step to another
like back in college?
Like a head coaching job somewhere, like in college football again? Or do you think he's pretty content with like, hey, you know what? I'm here. You know what? Stuff's going good.
I don't know what they're paying their coaches in the USFL, but I feel like you kind of still look at his college track record and just kind of be like, I don't know. Because he's successful here. And I think he works in this type of league. Like, it's the same thing with Mike Riley last year. I mean, he's obviously not doing it this year, but I honestly don't know. In the USFL in particular, there's like some coaches you see and just be like, this is probably their last stop. I think Skip Holtz is that guy. I would, if he has a great year, I could see Todd Haley trying to bounce and be like a coordinator somewhere, but I don't know who would want him.
But
I think Skip Holtz as like because he and the Stallions are like the face of the league almost.
I know, but what I'm saying is like with his track record as a college coach, let's say, give me a mid-major, upper tier mid-major.
He's already tried that. He was not great at a mid-major before.
Let's say like a Tulsa comes a calling.
If they come a calling, he's gone because Jesus, those coaches are going to make way more money.
But
I just don't know who would come a calling.
If you're Tulsa, would you come a calling?
No.
Really?
Dude, you see, like he wasn't that great at like Louisiana Tech or ECU or something. Like he hasn't. His college career was not that fantastic.
I'm just saying, like he's doing well here. And
he's doing well here, but like I can't think of any place where he's like come into a program and consistently made them better in college.
the Stallions.
In college. Like I wouldn't take him at Tulsa. Like maybe some real low level G5 can grab him.
Like in Eastern Michigan.
Don't you fucking dare. Not on this show, Eric. Not with me. You are not going to besmirch a directional Michigan school. I won't have it. I'll boot you right now.
You'll just do the rest of the show by yourself.
I also think I think Chris Creighton might be there for I think he could stick around.
Just a lifer.
Yeah, I love Chris Creighton. Love that man. But back to the Gambies versus the Maulers. Any final takeaways from this game?
I mean, look.
Not the best from Kenji Bahar, but good enough.
Gamblers are just finding a way to win. But they have many things about them that I don't trust. They could be, because of the scenario going on in the South, with the Showboats, the Breakers, and them all 5-3. One of those teams is going to sneak in.
Yes.
That's the team. That's the team I'm going to be. That's the team I want, and that's the team I want a piece of.
So I already have a piece of one of them. I took the Showboats after they were like 0-3, or when they won their first game. I took the Showboats.
Yeah, I just have Breakers pre-flop. I should probably invest in the Showboats because if I had to rate all three, the one I have the least amount of confidence in is the Gamblers.
Yes, I agree with that. Game number 2. Go ahead.
But I'll say this. Maulers are still fucking alive, though, man.
Hey, 12-1. 12-1, baby. They're still alive. This week's going to be very important. Game number 2, we had the Stars versus the Stallions, a repeat of the championship game of last year, which was an all-time classic. I thought this was a really good game, too. I thought both quarterbacks looked good. I hate having to say that Alex Magoo actually looks good. It pains me, but this was just a good game.
Just a good game. And are the Stallions the Winnipeg Bombers of the USFL?
No, because I look at the Stallions a lot week in and week out and think, man, they're scraping by. Like they're just getting by some of these games, but they find ways to win. The Bombers are just consistently just super clutch. I mean, they both have an unseen clutch factor, which helps them.
Yeah, which is true.
But I think right now it's hard not to have the Stallions as the number 1 team.
Oh, Stallions easily number 1.
Easily. Game number 3, Showboats Generals. Showboats whomp them 25-16. The Showboats, Eric, 5-game winning streak, longest of the season for any team.
But the flip side, Generals, no DeAndre Johnson. We kind of knew this was going to happen. We kind of knew offensively they struggle a little bit. Run game just hasn't been what it's been. And the Showboats, they just seem to be clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, this is just a tale of two different teams. Like the Generals, whatever they lost last year, I didn't think they lost enough to be this bad. They look atrocious. I think right now they're my bottom team in the league, easily.
Really?
They're bad, dude. Especially without Johnson. I don't know what kind of steps backwards Darius Victor took, but he's not getting it done. This offensive line isn't great. And then I guess losing Turpin was a bigger hit than even I anticipated because this receiver room is not doing it. And for the Showboats, I'm just going to keep mentioning, since adding Cole Kelly, this team's been on, since he's making Cole Kelly the starter, they've been on fire. Both offensively and defensively, they're just good. Which I hate, because I hate Todd Haley with every fiber in my being, but this team is good.
I'm going to start messaging Todd Haley, seeing if he can come on here every single day.
Does he have Twitter?
I'm going to make it official. I'm going to start emailing with a chat GPT email. Asking,
oh yeah, Todd Haley has Twitter.
I'm going to do it.
Just tweet at him, bum.
Dude. Oh my God. How funny would it be if he came out and you guys just start cursing at each other?
Oh, it'd be best. It'd be good content. Come on, Todd. Bring it, bitch. Final game of the weekend, the Panthers.
You'd be like, okay, Mr. Haley.
You think I'd be like that? I would fucking ream into him. I would go in. Yeah. Fuck Todd Haley. Yeah.
No, I don't see that from you, buddy. You're a good Nebraskarian like you.
No. Fuck Todd Haley. Bum.
We just got our sign bite, dude. You can make a little YouTube short. Fuck Todd Haley. Mark it down. 16:45 mark.
Last game, we had the Panthers versus the Breakers. Breakers winning at 24-20. Breakers get off the schneid. Panthers get the L. Didn't look that terrible. This is kind of like...
Okay, so I need a vent.
This was an ugly game. Yeah,
This was the game that I watched this game from start to end. This is one game where I could focus all my energy on. And I have never seen a game that had worst offensive play calling, worst defensive play calling, worst time management skills in the whole fucking world. There was that play from Michigan. It was 4th and 1. Okay. 4th and fucking 1. You have one fucking timeout left. Okay. One fucking timeout left. So you go up there, you're going to try to draw them off. Or if you don't draw them off, you know what? You have a play to run, or you just take the offsides and punt the ball. You don't take a fucking timeout on 4th and 1 and then punt it, then not have a fucking timeout left at the end of the fucking game. Then after that, the fucking before that, the Breakers have first down at the 4. They proceed to run plays out of the fucking shotgun. On 3rd down, they run play action pass to the short side of the field. And then on 4th down, they just fucking they just kick the field goal. Why aren't you using on fucking the 1 yard line, do the rugby play that all these teams use?
Why aren't you using the best running back in the league?
It's just fucking idiots, man. I mean, fucking
Eric,
idiots, dude.
You said this was the worst coach game that you've seen in a long time, or ever. You said ever. I posit you, this is the second worst coach game I've ever seen. I still think the Guardians-Vipers game from like week 6 or whatever, the XFL was worse. You remember watching that live? How that was awful.
No, I have a short memory.
That was awful. The game ended on a goddamn offensive penalty that just expired the clock. It might have just been me and Maddie. It might have been me and Maddie watching that one. I was laughing so hard. But Eric, now we're into the playoff scenarios. It's actually crazy. We got to week 9. No team is locked in a playoff spot yet.
It just shows the parity of the league, my friend.
It's been a crazy year for the USFL. So this week we have some scenarios. The Stars will clinch a playoff spot. The Stars are winning, they're in. If they beat the Generals this week, they're in. If the Panthers lose, the Stars automatically lock up first place in the North. If they win. So if the Stars win and the Panthers lose, the Stars automatically get first place. If the Stars win and the Panthers win, then the Panthers get a playoff spot. So the Panthers need the Stars to win.
Okay, so here's my thing. So rewind this for me.
Okay, so Stars are winning, they're in.
Maulers win.
Huh?
And then let's say if the Maulers win and the Generals win, does it come down to that last week?
Yes. Yes, it does. Then whoever wins those 2 games is in.
Okay.
So I'm kind of rooting for the Maulers and the Generals.
I'm going to be betting the Maulers. I didn't like what I saw from the Panthers.
That's fair. That's fair.
They got a little beat up too.
So the Panthers need the Stars to win also.
Yeah.
So if the Stars lose, then there's no playoff North team yet. Not until week 10. So we got in the South, the Stallions are just winning, they're in. That's the only scenario in the South. If the Stallions win this week, they're in. Yep.
Okay.
So if they beat the Gamblers this week, they're in.
And that tells me to fade the Stallions if they win.
Here are the other scenarios for tiebreakers. So first off is head-to-head record. because this might be coming into play next week. First is head-to-head. Number 2 is best win-loss percentage of games played within the division. 3 is strength of victory, which is aggregate win-loss percentage of teams defeated. 4th is the best net points in all games. 5 is the best net touchdowns in all games. And number 6, if it comes to that, is a coin toss.
Okay.
I know Chase is rooting for the coin toss.
I would love a coin toss, dude. I think that'd be awesome.
It'd be hilarious.
It'd be like Friday Night Lights in the movie.
So with the playoff scenarios in mind, here is week 9 of the USFL. Game number 1, we have the Panthers versus the Maulers. Panthers are -1, over under 4.5. This line has come down, Eric. It opened at 2.5.
Give me the Maulers, baby.
You taking the Maul straight up?
Yep.
Love it. I'm also on the Maulers straight up. I'm on the under 41.5 as well. Breakers Showboats. Showboats -1.5 also has come down. This, I think, was also -2.5. Over under 42.5.
I'll take the Breakers.
This one's tough. 1.5 is real slim.
I'll take the Breaks, dude.
You know what? I think the Breakers heat up at the right moment. This kind of happened last year too, where it came down to the Tampa Bay Bandits and the Breakers last year after the Breakers had been slumping for a lot of the mid part of the season. Give me the Breakers straight up. I think they find themselves.
Do it.
Sunday. I'm also on the over in this one, over 42.5. Stallions, Gamblers. All these lines have come down. Right now, the Stallions are -3.5, over under 45.5. The Stallions did open up as a 4-point favorite.
I want to fade the Stallies here.
Oh, God, dude. I want to, but I don't know if I can.
Why not?
Just because they've proven me wrong time and time again, and they look really good. Give me the Gamblers. Fake out. Give me the Gamblers +3.5. Give me the Gamblers straight up. I'm taking all dogs this week, I think.
I love
I'm on the over 45.5 in this one as well. Stars Generals to end the week. Stars -2, over under 44. Sorry, I was going to say I was taking all dogs. I think the Generals are in a real bad spot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Stars here.
This is good. This is the game. Like, so look, this is my mindset. So hypothetically, let's say the Panthers lose. Okay.
Okay.
The Stars are in, right?
No. Stars have to win to get in the playoffs.
Have to win, even if the Panthers lose.
Yes.
I love fading teams that have to win, Jim.
I think so. I mean, that's what the playoff scenario says, but they do have – so they're at 4 losses. They could finish – the worst they could finish is what? What are they, 4-4 right now? The worst they can finish is 4-6. Other teams can finish 4-6 as well. Yeah, they're not locked in. So if the Panthers lose, not only are they playing for the playoff spot still, but they're playing for the number 1 seed. They're playing for the top spot.
All right, never mind then.
What?
You know what? This week, I love fading teams that need to win, dude.
The Stars do need to win.
But doesn't the line seem low?
It seems low. It did open at 2.5. It's a fishy line with how bad the Generals have looked these past couple weeks.
You know, I'll probably just pass this game. Maybe I'll look.
I'm going to take the Stars -2. I think they're doing the. It's like as much parity as this year is shown in the USFL. It's like last year's repeating itself, where the Stars are heating up right in time for the playoffs to like make it in and make waves, and probably will play in the championship game. Give me the Stars. Give me the Stars -2.
Remember what I told you, Jim. The sports books are not your friends.
Hey, Eric, you told me that last week. I went like 7-1 on my picks.
Well, that's fine, dude. I'm just letting you know. I went 1-0 on my bet.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I
Is
was
getting that dub.
getting that dub, dude. Getting that dub.
What's your favorite bet?
Maulers, Mauler Nation. I'll be honest. I'll probably just bet the Saturday games. I'm just looking at the board right now. I'm only a Saturday gamer today.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that's probably my favorite one too, is the Maulers. Now, Eric, it's time to go up north for a little CFL action. It is week 1 of the CFL. So I was wrong, Eric. I lied to you. It's not Thursday. It's Friday. The league starts Friday.
Right during the NBA Finals. I don't know if I can make that, buddy.
Wait, no, it doesn't. It starts tomorrow. That's stupid. Thank you. Fuck you, Bet Online, for having weird times on your slots. It starts tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 8 p.m. our time, Eric. It is.
And it starts with the BC Lions, right?
Starts with the BC Lions versus the Calgary Stampeders. The Stamps -3 over under of 51.
I mean, I have to fade BC.
I have to fade we have to fade the Lions, I feel. They downgraded all over the board. Their receiving room's still really good, but I don't know if they have a good quarterback. I think Vernon Adams is fine, but I don't it's a downgrade. And their running back definitely isn't as good.
Yeah, Butler's gone. Rourke is gone.
Give me the Stamps -3. I'll take the under 51 as well.
Isn't Bo Levi the quarterback for the Calgary?
Let's see who's the quarterback right now. Let me look it up.
No, he's with the Tiger Cats. My bad.
Yeah.
They still got Cameron Judge. Yeah, you know what? I'm locking in right now, dude. I am locking in the Calgary Stampeders.
So their starting quarterback is probably going to be, I want to say it's probably Jake Mayer, who looked pretty good last year. Or do you want to see some Tommy Stevens?
Tommy 2-time Stevens?
From fucking Penn State, baby. It's Jake Mayer. I like the Stamps. I like what the Stamps have at the running back. I think they're more consistent. Give me the Stamps -3. Give me the under 51. Saturday, doubleheader. It's the Hamilton Tiger Cats versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. The Bombers are -5.5 over under 47.5.
A lot of points for the first week. I would lead to the dog, but I'm just going to pass.
This is tough. Hamilton's breaking in a lot. Hamilton does have upgrade at running back. I think they have an upgrade at quarterback as well. It's, I don't know.
Jim, don't be the crevice to my arm, Jim. What are you going to do?
I got to pick something, right? I got to pick something here.
Yeah.
Let me see. I am going to go. God. So I was never the biggest Bo Levi Mitchell fan. So I'm going to go with the Bombers -5.5.
I like it.
Do the Bombers.
I'm going to pass.
I'm not going to touch this total, though. If I had to lean one way, I'd lean towards the over 47.5, but I think that's mostly the Bombers. Ottawa Red Blacks versus the Montreal Alouettes. Alouettes are -2.5 over under 44. That's a tight spread, Eric. That's a tight spread.
I want to take my Red Blacks, dude, to be honest.
Masoli's back. Masoli is back.
I want it. That's what I want. I'm looking in the market right now. That's what the kids call it. Seeing a 2.5.
Yeah.
Couple books are juiced though, so we could see a 3 in the market. I'm going to be on the Red Blacks, but I'm going to wait to see if I can get a 3.
Do we see Caleb Evans or Cody Fajardo? I know Cody Fajardo's getting up there in air. We'll probably see Fajardo. I think Fajardo still has a little bit in the tank. I actually kind of like Montreal this year. I'm going to take the Alouettes -2.5.
There you go.
The Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the Edmonton Elks. The Elks are -2.5 at home, over under 45. This is a system play, Eric. I keep playing it until it doesn't. Give me the Roughriders straight up. I don't care. I don't care.
Who's gonna get a win first
At home,
at home?
I trust the Red Blacks a little bit more, but the Elks have a lot. Like, the Elks have some tools. They have some weapons. I also like the over 45 in this one. I don't know. I'm gonna just keep, this is my system play. Give me the Rough Riders straight up until I'll be fine if it loses, because guess what? I've done it for weeks and weeks and weeks for 2 whole seasons now.
You know what? You're just making an ROI.
The Elks at home.
Making that cheddar.
They're not favorites very often. And when they are, guess what? I'm gonna fade them. Give it to me.
Give it to me, big dog.
You know what I am going to give you, Eric? I'm going to give you something juicy real quick. Let me go to another sports book where I can make a little parlay action. So I'm going to give something juicy to the people. I'm going to do an 8-game parlay, Eric.
An 8-game parlay.
Mauler straight up. Breakers straight up. Oh, God. Over 45 in the Stallions Gamblers. Stars -2. Calgary -3. Over 47. No. -5.5 Blue Bombers. Alouettes -2.5. Rough Riders straight up. +21 190.
Jesus.
Throw a tenner on that, baby. Win $2,000.
All right. This is my parlay. I'm gonna take the Maulers at even money. The Breakers at -105.
Oh my God.
The
Okay, Eric, when you're done with that, I have something too. I found
the
something.
Stampeders -3. The Red Blacks +125. And Saskatchewan +115. That comes out to +3,506. Jimbo, if you throw a tenner on that, you're making a cool 350.
Eric, I also found something you're gonna love. I know it's at a book you hate, or maybe you're neutral or dislike. It's Bovada.
Was it? Okay.
But they have win totals. CFL win totals. Let me go through them real quick. BC Lions 9.5. Overs juiced to -130.
Where are you finding these?
CFL season props.
All right. Dude, under.
So that's even money. Stampeders over also 9.5. Over juiced to -130.
I go to the Ove.
Elks 6.5.
Under.
Over juiced to -125. I might take that over. Tiger Cats 10.5. 18-game season. 18-game season, Eric.
Under. Respect in the market for the Tiger Cats.
Alouettes 7.5. I'm taking that
under.
over. I'm taking the over. Red Blacks also 7.5.
Over.
Also, the Argonauts don't play week 1, which is a damn shame that the fucking last year's Grey Cup winner doesn't play week 1. Who scheduled that?
That is kind of dumb, dude.
Rough Riders 7.5. Give me the under.
Yeah.
Argonauts 9.5. I'll lean towards the over.
Yeah.
Highest on the board, Blue Bombers 12.5.
Under.
I'm going to go over, dude. I think they win like 14 games. But also, Eric, not just that. They have who has the most passing yards. They have receiving yards. They have rushing yards. They have over-unders for every starting quarterback for yardage. Oh! They have outstanding player, rookie. Oh, my God.
I'm putting the Rough Rider line is moving down to 1.5. So I had to hustle in to get it at 2.5.
Oh, my God, dude.
All right, so let's look at this. All right, so realistically, all right, let's talk this out. Let's just kind of talk this out for Bell's passing yards.
Gotcha.
All right. Zach's off the board for me. Too low. Mitchell.
What do you mean too low?
Yeah. Plus 200, dude.
Oh, are you talking about for
most passing yards?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Or I lost my screen. Jim. Jim, I lost my screen.
I think I might take a flyer on Cornelius at plus 750. He does love running it though.
What about Mazzoli?
See, the issue with him is I don't know if he can stay healthy for the whole year.
Okay. All right.
That's why I'm going to take the under on his passing total too, because I see it's at like 3,000 something. I'm going to take the under just because I don't trust him to stay healthy.
All right, so let's go down. Let's change it. Let's go down. Let's go to most outstanding player.
I like it.
Who do you like there?
I don't hate Jake Mayer. This could be a return season for Cody Fajardo. He could like
all right. So let's pump the brakes. Okay, pump the brakes. Okay, so let's look at it like this. What are your top 4 teams in the USFL?
Bombers, Ticats, Argos, and
Bombers, Ticats, Argos, and Stamps. Out of those,
not necessarily in that order, but those are the top 4.
Okay, so we need to be looking at those 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, so it's Zach Collaros.
No, too low.
Chad Kelly.
I don't trust him.
Jake Mayer and Bo Levi Mitchell. It's the top 4 quarterbacks they have there.
Jesus, dude, that's no fun. I'll just take it.
I'm telling you, it could be Fajardo if he like balls out with Montreal. It could be a return season for him now that he actually has an offensive line behind him, in front of him. Rookie of the year is interesting. I mean, Dalton Schoen had it locked up from like jump, I believe. But
all right, let's go up then to.
You want to do the NFL CFL double up? Here's one for you, Eric. The Lions win the NFC North and the Ottawa Red Blacks win the CFL East Division regular season title.
How much does that pay out?
Plus 1,100.
I'll off around with that.
Lions reach the NFC Championship game and Toronto Argonauts reach the Grey Cup 16-1. I feel like that should be way bigger than 16-1.
That should be way.
That should be like 50-1.
Correct.
Bills win the Super Bowl. Ticats win the Grey Cup 40-1.
No. Bills ain't winning the Super Bowl, dude.
No, they're not. Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm just glad I found this.
That was a nice little find, dude.
We're gonna have to do a little deep dive and do a little after show fun.
Nice little find.
Thank you, Bovada, for actually putting fucking props out there.
Thank you for actually doing something, Bovada. I take back none of the bad words I said about you before.
Take back one bad word.
No.
Just one.
No.
That's why I respect you, Eric. You're a man of principle.
Yeah. You know what? You fuck me. You know, I don't fuck with you.
Well, that'll do it for the show, folks. Thank you for tuning in to Spring Fever, brought to you by Royal Retros. Make sure you use promo code Spring Fever for 10% off anything in the store. Link is in the description. Eric, what do you got going on?
I got my podcast coming out this Friday. You're going to be talking some USFL, CFL with me. Quick little betting, boom, boom, boom hitter that we do. Gino's going to be talking some Belmont Stakes. If they run, there's a huge smoke. I don't know if you've seen all the smoke in New York. You can't see anything.
I've seen it.
Mars. And then my boy Nick, we're going to be doing, don't be jealous, fantasy football previews. We're going 2 teams at a time. We're doing the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams this week. I'm gonna talk a little NBA, talk a little association.
I respect that. I dig that. You guys know where to find me. XFL Gym, anywhere football can be found. I looked it up. It looks like we have no Pearl Bowl. Let's see if we got Green Bowl going on this week. Nope. We have to actually wait until June 18th. So we got a week? That's Sunday. So we gotta wait a week for some X League action. But you guys know where to find me. Thank you all for tuning in. Give us a like, give us a follow. Head over to Royal Retros. Use the promo code. It all helps. It all helps. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week for some more Spring Fever. Bye-bye.